Hey painters, it's George at GEO Art Design. We're going to do a simple little sketch today and then put that on a canvas and do a painting of it. It's going to be a flower. It's a very simple flower that takes up a portion of the page and then just a stem and a leaf. We'll do something a little bit different with the background on it, but for now let's get started with just sketching out that flower. So the flower is going to take up pretty much all of this section of the painting. So let's sketch it out, and let's just say that we're going to roughly go here and here. It's going to have a center. It's going to have more of a mud part of a center, and we're going to try to sketch it out like that. So let's just roughly sketch it in like so. We'll round it, and then we're going to come out here, sketch it out. And then it's going to have petals, so we want to put some points on here. We're going to put some petals on that flower. I want mine to be very pointy, more like what a sunflower would be. So I'm just marking some points here on it. So from here, I can start to move inside my plant and get my shape of my flower petals. So come out to these points. They're just really just guides that are going to help me to kind of create the shapes that I want for my flower. You can make them as thick or thin as you want, doesn't matter. It's just trying to get that shape in there that you want, and then when you get this on the canvas, you're going to make it look a little bit different. This is roughly going to help me to understand, once I sketch this out on my canvas, what it is that I'm looking to create. Now you may want to put some other petals in here to fill in this empty space that's in here to give it some more detail. Okay, so basically we've got our flower shape in here the way that we want it, and then from here we can draw a stem that comes down off this flower, and we want a big pointy leaf that's going to come out. And then that's basically it. In here we're going to fill that in, and then here we'll put the other color, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and paint. So I've gone ahead and I've sketched it out on my canvas. You can use a canvas of any size. I'm using a canvas board. It's a recycled canvas board, so it's a little bit rough looking, but that's okay. This is just really for demonstration purposes. I've done this in a couple of classes before, and you know, it's a relatively easy painting, and people seem to like doing it. So we're going to choose some colors. I'm probably going to go with maybe some yellows in here, and you know, you can choose whatever the center color is that you want. You know, it could be black, could be brown, your flowers could be red, it could be whatever color you want. I mean, you can make it anything. This is your painting. I'm probably going to put a little bit of some green down through here, and then maybe some blue in that would represent the sky. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that, and then we'll have a look at it when it's finished. So we have our basic shapes kind of blocked in, the colors blocked into what the shapes are going to be. What I want to do is just to decide at this point where I'm going to put my kind of horizon, because I want some ground here, but then I want the sky to be coming up. So this is like a close-up shot of this picture. You can see there's a little bit of water. I watered very loosely, put the paint in there just to see if it's the right color. just for my colors. I've got a burnt umber, a lighter shade of brown. This is a cobalt blue. This is more like a tropical blue, and then some greens and some bright yellow, and then maybe just a paler shade of yellow. And this is yellow ochre. So I've gone through the outline with yellow ochre, burnt umber in here, this lighter shade of brown here, and then just some basic green down here so far. But we're going to go ahead and going to start to fill in the petals on this flower. Put some different shades of yellow in here. We'll get some different shades of green in. We'll define where our horizon is going to be here. It's probably going to be more of a crooked line, and then we'll have our sky up into the background with some of these blues. So I have started to put in second layer of paint. I've come up and put a second layer of paint on up here. You can see the blue is still a bit shiny, so it's still wet. I put a second layer of coat there. So remember, when you're painting, that first layer that we put in, we were just blocking in color. So I wasn't sure if these browns were what I wanted, this yellow was what I wanted, or the greens. So the first layer of paint is usually thin. You're blocking in shapes, you're making sure the shapes look right and that the colors are going to be what you want to use. We need to come in and put multiple layers of paint on. There's no way that you can do any type of painting with just a single layer. It doesn't cover correctly. You don't get the depth of color. You don't get the look that you want with a single layer of paint, especially with acrylic. And if it's watery and been watered down or thinned down too much. So I finished up with my second coat of paint here on the leaf. Some of this is still drying. Just a little bit of dark around the edges. Tried to put a little detail here in the center for the leaf, and went around my flower again, put another layer of yellow ochre, and then some yellow on top of that. I went through and did my second coats here on the inside of the flower. Used some dotting. All I used for dotting was, if you can see over here on my sheet, I use just parchment paper, and when I'm mixing paint in that, I can just do it right here. When I'm done with this, I don't have anything to wash, I just kind of dispose of it. But I just broke a toothpick in half that I used to stir my paints and to blend and mix my paints. I just used the toothpick broken in half and used the flat edge, or the round edge of it rather, to put the dotting in there. Hopefully the video will help you to create your version of this painting. And again, just feel free, use your own colors, come up with your own design, but hopefully the video has helped you to get an understanding where to start and to take it from there. So good luck with your painting, and thanks so much for watching.